Okay, hello everybody. Welcome back to Turn the Page. And if this is the first time that you're seeing myself and co-host Buckshot24, he's an influencer and a good friend and just an all-around really good guy. And I'm glad you guys are here live with us today. We are going to open up the lines. So, whatever topic that you guys want to talk about, if you even want to just say hello to Buck. Hey, Buck, how are you?
Good, Gene. How are you?
I'm, you really want to know how I am?
Yes.
So about an hour and a half ago, I go out in the backyard and we've got our tomatoes that are growing, some plants and herbs, and it's just very small, nothing really big.
Yeah.
And the hose is kind of short, right? And I have to go back over to where it's wrapped around and unwrap it a little bit. So I got the hose and I'm still kind of spraying, and my aim goes off when I went to go untangle it, and it hits the umbrella. We've got this big umbrella that we there's a deck umbrella from our last house. And all of a sudden I see this bird come flying at me. I didn't think anything of it. And then I was spraying it some more, and I guess I was hitting this umbrella, which was right behind one of my plants. And all of a sudden about 100 birds come out of this thing. There were bats. There were baby pup bats. And I didn't know what they were at first, and so I'm spraying them because they're coming right at me, and I've got two of my dogs. Two out of the three are out there. The real one that would have probably killed them or bit them or something, but I got the puppy and the golden retriever, and they're chasing them. They're going crazy, and then one goes underneath the boat, and so they run underneath, and I'm panicking at this point. I come running in the house. Paul. He's like, what? He's mad because I'm screaming for him. Yeah, and I didn't know what to do, and there were just hundreds of them all over the place. But I later come to find out, because I remember one time I was out about 4:30 in the morning, and I saw I recognized this is a bat. It was much larger, so apparently bats are known to go into umbrellas. I did not know that. I'm a city girl from Chicago and down in the South. And so I realized I better stop spraying them, because what I was doing is I was knocking them down, and the dogs saw them on the ground. And I panicked, because the first thing I thought of is the little puppy hasn't had a rabies shot.
Yeah. Yeah,
So I'm keeping an eye on her. I've got her in a crate. I'm going to see if she starts foaming at the mouth or whatever. But because they're pups, I don't know. I don't know the difference.
Yeah. Well, at least you got them out of the umbrella, right? They're not in the umbrella anymore?
Well, yeah, Paul went out there and he took down the umbrella, and I could see all when he opened it, all the feces from the bats came out. Yeah. And so I'm just like, don't touch it, watch where you're stepping. And he's got the hose, and he's just hosing the shit out of it, and he's just hosing. And then all of a sudden I see him, he's kind of like touching it, right? And I'm panicking as he's getting on his shoes, and I'm just being a typical hysterical Italian, And so I see he's taking the cover off, and I realize he's going to throw it out. And I walked out and I said, it's best if you throw that thing out. As much water as he was putting on it, they'll come back. And apparently they like to come back in umbrellas.
Yeah, I would probably get a new one myself. It's just starting to let go.
Yeah, it's not worth it. It's not. It's one of those great big huge ones where you can actually pivot it, turn it around. And because it was great, because we had this huge deck on the back of our lake house, and as the sun moved, we would move with the thing. But I don't care. I don't want those things around me. I'm learning a lot about the South down here. I'm just a chicken shit is what I am.
Yeah. No, I'm not a bad person either. I mean, we got two little bats that fly around at nighttime sometimes when But I'm with Hula though. They eat mosquitoes, and I'd rather deal with the bats than the mosquitoes.
And I was wondering why we didn't have any mosquitoes out there. But yes, I think and I was reading up, believe you me, I was out there searching everything. I even called Mayday. I was panicking, and she's right away. Mayday she goes right into, okay, let's look this thing up. And so, but they are beneficial to have around the house. You just don't want them in your house. You don't want them in the attic. But 100, at least 100 of them. They were getting ready. Yeah, I guess from what I can tell, just the females were in the umbrella with the babies.
Yeah.
But they were coming at me. They didn't like the idea that I was getting those things wet. But so we got rid of them, and now we'll probably get the mosquitoes.
Well, hopefully not, right?
Yeah, hopefully. So how's everybody doing out there? I am going to be setting up the Blog Talk Radio. If any of you want to talk to us tonight, I sure hope that you get a chance to. I always plan things in which way I'm going to go. I'll post some things from X and stuff like that. But if you guys want to talk to Buck, let me just put my number up here. And I should probably also put it on a banner down below. Just if you guys want to call, and it'll be in about 30 minutes or so. The lines aren't open yet. I have to set this up ahead of time, and just in case I'll let you guys know when you can call in. And what else you got going on, Buck?
Not much. As you can see, I got more sun today than I did the whole time in Florida, and I don't know why.
Your forehead looks.
My forehead. We had some fun. We had our recovery center had a family barbecue today, so a lot of people showed up. We had some games. We had was it cornhole, badminton. Well, here's the thing. Got the they got the the volleyball badminton thing. Everything is in there, but the birdie. So we couldn't play badminton. Crazy. Everything came. We put the whole volleyball net up, because it came with volleyball and the badmintons, and go look for the birdie, and there's nothing to play badminton with. But we still had fun. I mean, we had tug of war, water balloons there. Sherry, they had hula hoop contest. You could have won it.
Well, there you go. You should have. We got to get Buck out there doing the hula hoop.
No, you don't want me doing. You don't want me shaking my hips. But when they had the hula hoop, I said, "Oh, I know the perfect person who would win that contest right now."
Yeah. So I see Mayday is out there. Thank you, Mayday, from the bottom of my heart. She's like my big sister. I call her. And I'm, for everything, I'll cry in one day, next day I'm laughing, and the next day I'm like, bats, Mayday, what do I do? Mayday. And Hula Hoop, thank you so much. Hula Hoop is saying, she gives me high marks for the dialogue. I sensed where he was going with me, and what she's referencing there is I was testing out Blog Talk Radio, and is the number I have up here, and I was asking people to call in, and this guy, I don't think was from Blog Talk Radio. I think he just happened to see me on YouTube. And he basically was telling me that if you use discernment and your intuition, that, when he said that, it was almost that I'd be foolish in this world to utilize those God-given talents of mine, because my intuition has saved my ass from human beings, let me tell you.
Exactly. I mean, sometimes your intuition is more on point than anything,
And my intuition does drive me, and a lot of times I don't know why, and then all of a sudden in hindsight, I'll see, I'll see there's a part of me that trusts it more than trusting another person. Right. So it's exactly what's going on today. You have somebody, like let's kind of talk about Hollywood stuff. You got the glamorous person out there, and then when you hear the stories about what they did to get there, what they sold to get there, you look at them in a totally different. They're not in the light at all, but you look at them differently, right? And we all have been fooled by it. I've been fooled my whole life. That at some point in time, and I'm so glad that at this time in my life, that I really rely on what I need to rely on.
Yep.
So with that said, talking about the bats, I actually went and got my book. It's called Animal Speaks. It's a spiritual magical powers of creations, and I did look up the bats, and there's something in my personal life, and it talks about they're a powerful symbolic story. They reflect the process and transitions. So I'm going through something right now in my personal life. And basically, it was so symbolic of it when I read this. I was like, holy crap. So let me see if I could find something that puts it in layman's terms here. So he goes through a lot of different types. So he talks about the Babylonian times the bats came from, the Mesoamerican, all the symbolics for all these different tribes and stuff like that. But so it says most people fear transition. I am fearing it right now. I've got a big decision to make, and it's scaring the shit out of me. So when I saw the bats and they came out in their pups, so I figured I'm in the early stage of transitioning.
Yeah. I mean, there's symbolism everywhere, right?
Yes, there is, and I rely on nature a lot. That's the first thing I thought of is I got to look up why did I get these bats? Um,
Exactly. That's what the first thing I would have thought of too.
Yeah. And so then I realized that those were pups the more that I did the research on it. And it's very common for them to go into these umbrellas. So, but it's more of the female taking these babies into there. It's really hot down here. Normally they migrate from the winter down to the south, but yeah, so that was my L Sunray is saying bats are death and rebirth. Sounds like me. How about you, Buck?
Yeah, I think we're all having a rebirth. At least we that to me that's my main goal. At least I hope everybody else is the rebirth, right? Because if you ain't growing, you ain't if you ain't changing, you ain't growing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I hope everyone does find their rebirth. It's never too late.
Yeah, it's let's see here. We have Richard Pickle is back. Hey Richard, how you doing? I did appreciate Richard's comments with that caller. He kind of gave me some I was starting to get a little upset. When I get upset, I can't find the words. My brain is not working. Right? There's this disconnect, and I looked down and I saw some comments from Dustin Deplorable. I saw, I saw Richard's comments, and people were like, it was like you guys were keeping me on the track, moving steady with that. And I don't like having those type of calls. So let's just hope tonight, if we get one, first of all, I am not going to acknowledge a number that comes up with all ones. If you're blocking your number, you won't be let in. And also, too, just another thought on that. A phone number will appear, but when the show is over with, I don't have access to it. I can't see the stuff again. It's on a website. It wipes it all out, nor do I want to have any of that information. So just to let everybody know that. And about 7:00 my time, we'll go live if you guys want to give Buck a shout out.
Oh, that's sweet. Hello, everyone in the chat. I see Joey G, Q Crew, Amy, Leah, Turber, May, of course. May's always in there. Zoo, Sherry.
Yeah.
I don't have Mary Jean's out there. I don't have my YouTube. My phone is my second phone crapped out. Every time I try to play a YouTube or a Rumble video, it sounds like an EBS alarm. It's just constantly beeping. Not even beeping, it's just constant ring. So yeah. I think I might have to reset it. But of course, when there's things on the phone, you don't want to reset it because then I got to re-download everything. So I'm down to one phone now. I don't have my the YouTube up. Or I could just say screw it and forget Rumble, right?
You go lay down.
YouTube.
Go lay down. I gotta watch you and make sure you do fit. It's a golden retriever. She was chasing them around like crazy. I hope she didn't bite into one of them. All right.
She was hungry.
Or the puppy too. I was really worried about the puppy. I couldn't get to her. So let's kind of talk about. Go lay down. Let's kind of talk about. Did you happen to see out there the national debt clock? It went to 0. What was that all about, Buck?
I noticed that. I happened to be, at the time I was pretending to work. I noticed it was set to 0, and it was funny because I sent it to Connie. I was like, "Look at this crap," And then, of course, my personal chat that I have on Telegram, I'm like, what's up with this? And of course, everybody looked, it was 0. And of course, then a couple hours later, it was back to normal. And it's like, okay. I think, obviously, a glitch, right? Or a coincidence, or is it a coincidence? Which there are no coincidences. I think they're still dropping little nuggets.
Yeah, see,
Unfortunately.
I'm kind of tired of them dropping,
Yeah.
I got a whole bunch of bats that came out of my umbrella and there was all kinds of droppings that came with it. And that's how
Yeah.
I kind of feel about this stuff, you guys. It's kind of like, when especially depending on Telegram, is real good for that. X is real good for that. What do you think of this picture? What do you see in this picture? I've actually got a couple of those that I want to show to you. Yeah, and and I'm going to show you guys a few things there out there. So I also did see that there is. Let me blow this one up here. I hope my computer's going to play nice with me. So maybe not. I think I've got.
At the mercy of technology.
Yeah. I'm just gonna talk through this stuff if you guys don't mind. The petrodollar is moving away. Where's that picture that just came up here? Let me go back to my bookmarks here.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, Saudi Arabia is no longer using the petrodollar.
That's exactly what that was. Yeah, if you got X up there, Paul. Paul. I almost said your name.
I don't have it up on my laptop. Everything is usually on my phone. I'm one of those people. I use everything on my phone. I don't have nothing on my laptop. Because my laptop is mostly just for work usually, and for our streams here.
Okay, I agree with. I'm going to put this up here. MJ Truther says the clock to me isn't real. It's just playing with us. I think that is too. There's so much that bullshit that was put out there. So much, to make us think about a lot of different things. But the Hollywood stuff, that's true. And I'm still trying to find the whole thing, what's being canceled out there. Lots of concerts are being canceled. If you want to think about it this way, Hollywood is the Titanic right now. Let's see here. I'm going to try to find that list. Ariel put it out there, if that's true. It came from him. So you're not going to be seeing a lot of Hollywood people. They're all being canceled at this point in time. Let's see here. Where is that list? Yeah, for some reason, my memory is getting eaten up again. So yeah, I did get a lot of calls from all you guys and appreciate it about that one call. I was just speaking, for everybody, and I hope that everyone handles those people in your lives the same way. Stay calm, cool, and collective. Don't let them get under your skin. And when it becomes the conversation, like I did, got to the point where there was no agreement, you couldn't agree to disagree, then it's time to say goodbye, right?
Yep. Yeah, but he was trying from my opinion, he was trying to bait you into an argument.
Yeah.
And when you weren't giving it to him, he kind of like got pissed off, and that's when he called you a nut.
What kind of nut? I like nuts.
It takes something to know. I like nuts too. I mean, especially pecans. We can crack them open. There's a reason why they're expensive. Try breaking those things apart after a while.
Yeah. All right, let's see what else we have here. I can't, for some reason, I think I got to get another computer that has a lot more memory. And this laptop is probably a year and a half old, which is really sad. Let's see here. Please share, Mary. Let's see here. Mayday is out on YouTube and Rumble. Thank you, Mayday, for being here. MJ also. Let's see here. What are we doing calls in tonight? Yes, we are. And I hope you guys call in. Anything that you want to talk about. I did a show. My last show was I do health, wealth, and happiness. And then there's Buck.
Buck?
Buck, it's open mic night, if you will. The calls will start at 7 o'clock. And if you
I
guys
don't give a buck what we talk about.
I don't give a buck what we talk about. Yeah, I love it. So let's see here. The number is down below if you guys can see the banner. Otherwise, as soon as I turn off there, it's really small. If you guys want to write it down and get ready to call in and talk to Buck in about 10 minutes, the number is 563-999-3717. So now this is on YouTube and Rumble. And never know what we're going to get. And I hope I'm going to make sure I got my stuff opened up over here.
It's like a box of chocolates, right?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Let me close out of X, and I bet you I'll get more memory. So let's see. I've only got two browsers open, which really sucks. But that's the way it goes.
No. We let it roll anyway.
Let's see here. Just let me. Can't see them. I just put my links in a sticky note and it don't like it. Ayo is in the house.
Ayo.
We also have Tara.
Oh, forget about it.
Mary Jean says I'm on hold. Well, we're not. I've got 10 minutes before, or 8 minutes.
Mary Jean said she has some news. But it doesn't start till when? 8 o'clock, I think, right?
8 o'clock Eastern time, 7 o'clock Central time, and you do the math wherever the hell you're at.
8 minutes.
Yeah, 8 minutes, 7 minutes and 44 seconds.
And counting.
Okay. And I only schedule it for 30 minutes. So I usually, when I schedule it, I don't get any calls, but this is Buck, so we might get a lot of calls. So you could at the time of 7 o'clock. At the time of 7 o'clock, if all of you call at the same time, you'll go into a queue, and we'll get to you.
There she is.
I see the hair.
Yep.
Long, beautiful hair.
Well,
there she is. Hello. Hi. Tell her to scoot down. I can't see her face. There. Oh, hello.
It's my baby.
She's beautiful.
My little baby girl.
Yes.
Okay.
What's her name?
Okay. You got to show everybody. You can't just tease them.
Oh, no. Oh, you go lay down, Bailey.
Okay.
Go on. Go lay down.
The cat one.
Buck, right. What's her name?
Me too. That's my little one.
But you want to share her name or no? You don't have to.
Juliana.
Juliana?
Yeah.
She's beautiful.
Or Jules, but she only allows close people to call her Jules.
Oh. Mary Jean says she looks just like you, Buck. That's what I thought too.
What's that? Oh yeah. From here up, she's May. From the lips. Luckily, she don't have my lips. She got mommy's lip. Then again, I only have half. I don't have a lip. Us, the German side don't have upper lips. Yeah.
We have ways of working with you. Bailey, please go lay down. Richard says she definitely has Papa's face. Good looking young one. Yes, got to keep an eye on her, Buck. Ground her till 21.
I got my pistol right here, and my trunk is lined with black garbage bags, and it's got a shovel in it. So and of course I gotta have to have a hatchet in there as well. So boyfriend's gonna have to see the trunk of the first thing, like Uncle Buck the movie, right?
Yes.
Look at
all the beautiful comments. You can't see him on YouTube, but Tara says she's beautiful, Buck. Angel says she looks like Buck. Richard says definitely has your face.
Guess that's why she looks beautiful, right?
Yeah, but we also haven't seen your wife or the mother, so
yeah, she's she's more of like, she don't like to come on shows too much. She
Oh,
then again, she questions everything I say anyway.
well,
or
that's
or
good.
or think.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right, so we've got 4 minutes. If you want to call and talk to Buck, 563-999-3717. We'll start taking your calls. Please be patient. So here are the rules, you guys. You'll be put into a queue. You'll hear Blog Talk Radio and then some, sounds in the background. I still didn't get rid of these audio clips, so I apologize. That was from 4 years ago. I've come back around. I started doing this 4 years ago. This is how I started out, but I used to have like a big phone number above my head, and before they had banners and all this other stuff. But in any case, so we got 3 minutes, 4 minutes. You'll go into a queue. You'll be muted until I unmute you. Please say who you are, where you're from, and what you'd like to talk about. And ask your question. If you have 2 questions, let us know up front. You have 2 questions, and then we'll try to answer it, or Buck will try to answer it, and then we'll move on to the next call. So there you go. Let's see
We'll
here.
talk about any questions, or we could just talk.
Yeah, we'll just talk.
We'll just BS.
We're talking heads, Buck.
Yeah. Like what's that movie? I can't think of it. South Park. The beady head, the Canadian boys.
Oh.
Yeah, their beady eyes and their flapping heads.
We have Christina out there, and I didn't say hi to Q Crew. I want to say hi. I see he's making some comments out there.
Hopefully he's feeling better. Q
Oh,
Crew.
was he sick?
Yeah, he hasn't been feeling well. He's been going through some stuff that I don't want to talk about on the air, but
that's cool.
Hopefully he's feeling better.
Sending you lots of high energy, whatever it is that you may need. And I do want people to also know I've been talking about this healthy stuff, and I told this Buck behind the scenes, I've actually lost, I think it's 29 pounds. I said 30 because I'm trying to get that extra pound in there, but
anytime it's above that 29, it's got to go to the 30.
I'm telling you,
if it's 31 and a quarter, it's 31. Don't sell yourself short.
I got on the scale and I thought this must need batteries or something. There's, and then I got off and I said, wait a second, I just replaced the batteries like last week. Got back on again and I was like, holy shit. So it's plant-based smoothies, good supplements, staying away from sugar. I will tell you, I did cheat a couple of times, and so I'm not sure how long I've been doing this, but I have no more pain in my knee. I've been doing the natural things to pull that out. So I think I had heavy metals in the knee, and I think Dr. Ken probably said that, or Sherry or Hula Hoop did. And so whatever it is, I'm feeling really, really good. And so I wanted to make that announcement.
That's why, eating healthy is important. Sugar is unfortunately we all have a sugar habit, right? And it's okay to have every once in a while, but our bodies are just not designed to break down that sugar that they put in everything nowadays, especially the corn syrup, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I just stay away from all that. I just eat the fruits and the vegetables in my smoothie, and I got tired of it. So I took a break from it. It was once a day, big cup of it. It filled me up. It did really good, cleaned me out. And now I'm just like, okay, what do I want? I'm craving or tasting. I want fish. I want really good fish. I stayed away from burgers and fries altogether. Stayed away from bread. I love sourdough bread now, which I went to the store twice today and still didn't pick it up. I forgot it. If it ain't on the list, you ain't getting it.
Yeah, that's what how many times I make a list. Especially in Florida, I had my mom gives me the list. We need all this stuff, because they can't leave the house really. So I was the shopping person with the list, going, oh, we forgot this. Oh, I got to go back to the store now. See, that's what happens when you don't make the list.
Okay, I'm connecting now.
Welcome to Blog Talk Radio.
Oh,
And you guys may hear it.
That's okay. Yep. Joey and his cannoli therapy.
Start your show now. Press 1.
I was in Florida, had to make my parents a cannoli cream.
Show. We are reconnecting you now. Your show will go live in 5 seconds.
Whoa,
4,
5 seconds you got, people.
2, 1.
Blast off.
Oh, let's see. Love to hear from you guys. This is what this time is all about. It's your voice. You need to stand up and say something. Say it. And I know all of you out there. I see one caller in area code 985. You're coming in.
Hello.
Hello. How are you? Can you hear, Buck?
It's low. It's low. It must be Mary Jean.
Mary Jean, can you
It's me. It's me.
turn up your volume a little bit, please?
I think it's just Mary Jean. She has a calm demeanor. She's very low spoken.
What's
I hope you all can hear me. I really have some good news that everybody's going to be happy about.
I can hear you.
Okay, good. I owed the Academy a credit card for 2 years now, and my total went up to $1,454. Well, yesterday I got an email from Credit Karma telling me that my credit score went up to 73 points. And I'm like, what? What's going on? So I go to Credit Karma, and somebody wiped my credit card clean. I don't owe that money anymore. It went to 0.
Wow.
Woo!
So
Congratulations.
proof that we're going into the golden age. I mean, that's got to prove it right there.
Yeah, but you're not the only one I heard that from. It hasn't happened to me, so we're in that world, right, where it's like, oh well, it hasn't happened to me. It hasn't happened yet, right? But if it's happened to people close to us, that it's happening. It's just drip, drip, right? That's great news.
It's going to happen for everybody.
Yeah.
So that's what I want to say.
Mary Jean has her own YouTube show. She posts cards. You should watch Mary Jean sometime. All right, her affirmations. Mary Jean helps me with her affirmations. Thank you, Mary Jean.
Aww.
I have some more affirmations to do also, and they're really good. You need to do these that I've been doing. I'm going to post them.
Okay.
So
but I just
we have
to say hi. And Janine, I wanted to tell you that you look beautiful.
Oh, get out!
I noticed the weight loss. I really have.
Yeah.
I noticed it when you were on Kristen's show.
Oh, yeah. I
when you had your hat on, I'm like, oh my God, Janine looks so good.
It's taking all the natural products. You have to use these natural products because I don't know. I've been putting a lot of stuff on my face that's natural, the castor oil and stuff like that. And I do have, I'm not going to lie. I'm honest to the T. There's a slight filter on this StreamYard software, but not much. If I were to get it real close, you'll see the wrinkles.
That's why we got to stay away, Janine. Stay far away.
Okay, well, I'm going to hang up now.
Okay. Anybody else wants to
Thanks,
call?
Mary Jean.
Yeah. All right. Bye.
Bye-bye. So we have Hula Hoop that's saying great news out there. Mayday was saying that it sounds good. I'm glad you guys can hear her okay. Anybody else wants to call in? 563-999-3717. She gave fantastic news. That was not hopium. That's pure hope.
Well, that makes me want to go on my credit score and say.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see what else we have here. Anybody else out there? Richard is saying that's great news. Anybody else experience it that's in this just chat here today? Let's talk about this because I did see a few things out on X that looks very, very promising. So if we're talking about Hollywood is coming down, things are coming out that I don't really care to go there. It's all the kind of the nasty stuff, but we're well aware of it. What else? What are the good news? So the clock stopping. I'm not quite sure what that was about. If anybody wants to call in and explain that, please do so. You guys only have 30 minutes on this for the show here if you wanted to call in. Joey G says a banker in your favor, just like Monopoly game. I don't know.
People still play Monopoly anymore,
I
right? It's been a while. It's been a while since I last played it.
yeah.
I think actually I played it not too long ago with my stepson and his wife, and I got my butt handed to me. So I just can't be greedy. I'm not greedy enough to be like, yeah, I'll just give you whatever you want. Okay. Maybe I
Yeah.
need to read Donald Trump's The Art of the Deal book before I start playing Monopoly.
So let's see here. Yeah, so they're basically talking about the national debt wiped out to zero. Maybe we are seeing things, and that just came across from Ariel. That was 2 days ago, which is probably really good news. And let's see here.
Red pills. You know, we should start buying some red pills and just like, hot tamales. We can use hot tamales as red pills, even though that's sugar, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you know what I had, which I thought was pretty good. You guys tell me if I'm wrong, but I had street tacos, and so I go into this. It's a little hole in the wall, very small building, and definite. All Mexicans are making it, so it's very authentic. So I go in there and I said I wanted street tacos with just cilantro and onions, and I think it was steak. I was debating chicken steak. And so when I opened it up, they had cucumbers in there and radishes, and they actually grilled some onion like bulbs. And I thought, wow, this is pretty healthy. And I never know if the red sauce is the hot one or the green one. I always gamble because I don't eat a lot of Mexican food like that. And I said, I'm gonna just go for the red sauce. And I was like, holy shit, where's those cold cucumbers?
Good thing you didn't eat the green one.
Okay, good.
Good thing you went with the red. Good thing because we have the trucks around here. They don't have like because those are like right the holes in the walls are usually the best tacos, right?
Yeah.
They're only $2 over here. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm more of the chorizo because I like spicy. But yeah, the green one is spicier than the red one. At least one of the ones that I get here.
All right, I got a caller. I got to keep my eye on that thing there. Hello, caller. Who are you and where are you calling from?
Well, hello, Janine. Hey, Buckshot. This is Sherry.
No, is this Sherry?
Hello.
Yeah, Sherry.
I cannot forget that Southern accent. I love it.
Guys, yeah, no, I just wanted to tell you guys while I'm listening, I am actually making a demo hula hoop.
Okay.
I'm going to be teaching. I'm going to be next. Let's see. On Father's Day, I'm leaving with 2 of my granddaughters, going up to Murphy, North Carolina. I'm going to teach at a summer camp for the week, and my granddaughters are gonna be there taking classes. I'm going to be teaching a class for 36 middle schoolers. Elementary school kids from 7 to 12. We're going to make hula hoops, and I am counting the couplings and my PVC pipe, making sure I got enough materials, and we're going to be making a homemade bingo game that they get to decorate a box. And I'm working through the supplies right now for them to decorate and to work on the bingo game.
I love it. I love bingo. I was thinking if I could do a virtual bingo game on one of my shows, I would do that.
Yeah. That would be cool.
Got the supplies.
Who's got the money? Who's going to?
So we'll be leaving.
We need somebody with the money.
I'm really.
We can do different giveaways. I'm sure.
I got a pen here.
Yeah, I got Post-its. I can donate.
I got some homemade soap I could donate.
Oh, I want it.
So, so,
Janine, you say bingo.
so
Bingo.
Sherry, you gonna make your own hula hoops?
Yeah, yes, I'm making them now. I'm making a demo for the kids, and I've got to do the calculations to make sure I have enough PVC pipes to make 36 hula hoops when I go up. I've got my whole downstairs with PVC pipe, gaffer's tape, and 40 couplings to make them with. And yeah, so I'm really excited. I'm going to spend a week up in the mountains with a bunch of fun kids.
I'm sure the kids are gonna love it. Just be able to make their own hula hoop and design it the way they want. I'm sure you can color it, right?
What? No, I've got different. I've got all kinds of gaffer's tape. I've got that you wrap around it to decorate it with. Yeah.
That's awesome because they'll be able, like I said, decorate the way they want.
Yep. And it's even glow in the dark, so they can put it out in the sun and then use it at night.
Yeah. I used to have the glow in the dark stars in my bedroom.
Hey guys.
That
I'll
sounds
let somebody else get on.
okay. Thank you, Sherry. That
Hi,
sounds
Sherry.
that sounds so
Okay,
cool.
bye guys. Love everybody.
Bye bye.
Yeah, because at least when you get the kids involved to be able to do something, we like today we had paint at the recovery place with the barbecue. We had painted rocks. They have paint markers, and you get two big bags of rocks. I made something for Juliana because I'm saucy like that.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, even the hula hoops late at night, it reminds me of like the things that light up for the 4th of July. Those kids, they put these things around their heads and their wrist and stuff like that. Yeah, that sounds so cool. Hula hoop, you're awesome, man. Yeah. This you really are. You do so much. She loves life. I could tell that right away. All right, you guys, the lines are open. Obviously, anybody else wants to call in, Kearns, give us a holler. We'd like to hear your voices. 563-999-3717. Yeah, we need a guy in here. Talk to Buck.
Hey, forget about it. You don't have to.
Let's see here. So, we got a lot of hope that things are moving, going in a good direction here. We have no fear because we are whatever.
No,
yeah.
No fear.
Yeah. So anybody else wants to give me a call? I've got my eye on the phone lines here. 985. What's the number here?
985. I can't see because I minimized. I was looking at something else.
999-3717.
See, 39. That's a magic number.
Yeah, Mary Jean is saying, Kearns, call in. You guys don't have to call in if you guys are shy and stuff like that. It's just we're just talking about whatever it is that you want to talk about. Nothing, it's a small community here trying to grow. But I do want to say, if you're on YouTube, please share and like. I'm trying to build up my YouTube station. I'm trying to keep it clean. And Kearns is saying he does like the new format. Thank you so much. Yeah, because they don't let a certain person speak in court, but everybody needs to have a voice, and we all need to be heard. And that's my my thought behind this. And what else you got, Buck? Oh, I got to ask you something, Buck. I was going to ask Sherry this. Let's see if you know this here, or anybody else out there. A large group of swans is called what? You know how they're always talking about a Black Swans event or something like that? What if you get a bunch of swans together? What are they called?
I don't know offhand.
Anybody out there?
Anybody in the chat know? What would it be? I guess you would call it a flock of swans?
Nope.
What? No.
Vincent Kennedy put this out on this today. It said, did you know a large group? Let's see if anybody has anything there.
Anybody? Bueller.
Oh, Q Crew got it. It's called a bank. So a large group of black swans is called a bank. Isn't that interesting?
Wow.
Talk about some
bank. The collapse of the banks? I mean,
there. MJ got it too. Oh, look at everybody's coming in here. Yeah.
Yeah.
PJ Tucker, hey, how you doing? And MJ, they all got it. It is PJ said a flock, but it's actually called.
That's what I thought. Maybe.
Yeah. Let's see what
I
else
guess-
we have. What else do we
Yeah,
have
duck and
here?
cover. I agree, Joe. Duck and cover.
Yeah. So they're basically saying all the masks are coming off, Buck. What do you think about that?
We'll see it when it happens, right? You know, we all know it's going to happen when it is. You know, I'm not sitting around waiting, living in the moment, enjoying life, enjoying our time, my time with you people in the chat and Janine and everyone else. That's what I'd rather do with my time than worrying about what's going to happen next, right?
Yeah, Richard Pickle's on the same wavelength as I am. Says as soon as I saw the bank, Black Swan event, banks going down.
Mm-hmm.
Amy
Yep.
says Riverbank for her. Joey 56 says duck and cover.
Yeah. Yeah, well, Black Swan. I mean, I don't even think duck and cover is going to help you with those things pooping. Some of those things like cat turds they're so big.
MJ Truthers is a large group of owls are called a parliament. Oh, look at that! Look at that one. That's a double. Okay, like DC is all about the owl shape, right?
Yep.
Let's see here. Mary Jean says Ishmael says the Flash will be here by spring next year, the big one.
A lot of people are saying 2025, but it's I met Connie, and Connie actually gave me Ishmael's book, The Cosmic Origin.
Oh,
So I started to read. I'm only on chapter 2 though. I'm not much of a reader because, like I said, I forget things when I read, so I got to read it slow.
let me just share this here. We keep talking about. I'm talking about Hollywood from. Whoa, it's not allowing me to do it. All right, so I'm definitely having some technical difficulties, but just vision this, put this together in your mind there. And so Amy Winehouse is the spitting image of who, Buck?
Lady Guy.
Lady Guy.
Yeah.
Yep. I wish I could show it. I don't know why. It could just be the social media is eating up.
They know it's true. That's why they don't want you to. They don't want you to see it.
Yeah. So there was a picture out there for Miss America. Was Miss Alabama? She was about 450 pounds. I don't know if you guys saw that.
I happened to saw that. I thought it was a joke at first, but
that's what they've done to us. That's what they've done to us. And so somebody out on X actually said, take a look at all the people. Take a look at Miss Poland's contest. Notice anything? Well, first of all, they're all blonde. They were all extremely thin, like from the 70s, of course, and they're all female. They fattened us up so much. And I'm one of those, and not, at least I know now. But yeah, what is Richard saying? Lady, hold on, let me put this one here. Lady Gag and Barb.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, they that's why they made us all fat, because we're the only country that still has guns, right? So how do you if you can't take their guns away, they make us fat, lazy, so we won't fight back. So then you have women that are 400 pounds that win, whatever, Miss Universe or Miss Alabama, whatever it was called, Beauty Queen or King and Queen or whatever it is.
Okay, let's see here. I don't have everybody calling in. Come on, you guys. We only got 10 minutes left before it goes out. So let's just get one more call in there, and let's see here. What else do we have? Amy Boyd sent me a picture. Let's see. I can't do 10 things at once. All right. So the lines are open right now. Let me get that number for you. 563-999-3717. Anybody wants to say hello to Buck? Or it's
Oh,
just sharing.
17s, don't say.
Uh,
There's 999s and 17s.
Yeah, Janet is saying, are they women or men? I think she was referencing that picture of Poland. They were all women. Only in the United States that they dupe us, right?
Yeah.
They could all be males. Oh wait, did I miss something in that picture? I don't know. I don't want to go back. One other thought is nope, nobody else out there. We were the last time I had a guest on, and we are talking about a lot of good things that are good for your body. You start rubbing magnesium oil on your feet every night before you go to bed, and suddenly your insulin and cortisol levels are balancing out, and you finally have a metabolism of a 20-year-old. Your hair is thick, and you're no longer crave sugar after every meal, and you don't need caffeine to function anymore. Woo! Magnesium oil. It's probably got to be a really good potent magnesium oil.
I don't know. I do love me some cup of Joe, right, Joe? Coffee man.
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this picture that Amy just sent me. She says the picture from 1940, Coney Island is what I sent you. All those healthy people, yeah. And this is where we're all going to get back to. So, you know, we might be fat and sassy right now, but let me take this off of here and just show you guys if you can see that. It's really hard to see, but you could see these are 1940, and it's just thin people.
Yep.
So then it goes from mile to mile.
Know what they didn't have back then?
Processed
food.
Yeah.
Right, Janine? Processed food they didn't have. And
all right, we got another caller. Caller, you're on the air. Who are we speaking to?
This is John Robert, otherwise known as Kearns 11.
Hey, Kearns.
How are you?
It's hard. I cannot call him the Kearns. You know, I cannot.
Well, yeah,
Go ahead, Kearns.
it's interesting. Anyway, I was just calling in. Where is that mercury? I did buy the gel, and I've been taking the pills, but you got to put on your feet. How often?
Magnesium oil. It says put it on your feet every night before bed, and suddenly your insulin and cortisol's level will start balancing out. It doesn't give you what kind. If anybody out there can help us out with this, I appreciate it. Just put it in the chat. It says Tara is actually asking, what about magnesium lotion? She says she has that. Let's see here. I don't know. Anybody out there? I'm trying to read. Buck, you got anything on Rumble out there?
Nothing yet. I'm waiting to see. I know Sherry's usually good at this.
You know, I just put on a few belly pounds with all this COVID stuff, doing all this research. So
If Celeste was here, we could ask her.
Yeah. We'll have to. Kearns, we'll make sure that we'll address that. I think she's here at the end of the month. I've got Lance Shelter coming on later in the week, and Kristen Lee will be back twice a month, I think, is what we're going to try to shoot for. She's a very busy person. So we'll have her back doing the calls with you guys. And I want to kind of make a game out of it with you guys. Have so much fun. I used to do like a giving away tool. We don't give away anything anymore, but yeah, with Kristen we'll figure something out for readings for you guys. I think she's with age. Her readings have gotten much better. Do you agree, Buck?
Yeah, you know that's you know. Not that she wasn't good, but the more you do it, like anything else, right? You hone your skill. You know, all these pro athletes, they didn't start out right out of the being great. They had to work at it to get great, and
yeah.
you know, she's the more you do it, the better she has gotten. So yeah, she's definitely honed her skill. She was kind of on point with my reading the other day. You know,
good. So, Kearns, have you had a reading with Kristen Lee?
No, but I did when she was on one time, I put a question out there and about romance, and she said I was going to find someone in July, so that seems a little off on that one, but maybe it's just July.
Right? That's the only thing. Sometimes it's not. There's another psychic type guy that I watch, and you know, he's not specific enough, right? For me, give me a month or a year. It could be the wrong year, right?
Well, you also have you guys also have free will too. I mean, it's almost as if you decide, well, I don't want to meet anybody this month, so you push it off. So there's some energy that's occurrence. Do you really want to meet somebody?
Well, I think somebody manifested me away from that. I don't know.
Well, do you do a visualization?
A friend of mine always.
I'm that big of a guru. I just want the truth out, and I want justice, and then I'll worry about all that love stuff and getting healed. Because I need to do some healing, med bed or something.
A friend of mine, I'll give her credit. She always says every pot has a lid that fits that pot. So unfortunately, when we're not looking, is when that person comes along, and it's just, right, Janine, that intuition to know when that person does come along, not to miss it. Let's just say.
Yeah.
Well, I'll put it out there. I've been single my whole life. I'm 59, almost 60 or something. So it's been I kind of gave up on it all, but so all this. I started awakening and doing research, and I thought, hey, I'm going to still have a shot at this.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
It's never too late.
Yeah, I agree. Now I think that way, but I kind of gave it up before. But, so I didn't know why I was here. I'd always ask God, why am I here? And then, it was like nothing would really work out. But then now I was born for something, which is good.
That's why you're here, right?
What?
That's why you're here now, right?
Sorry. Yeah, that's right. Now I know. I'm here for this. So, I'm just looking forward to finding out who I am or who I was. I'm just, I feel like I've been kind of a suppressed. I can't even say it right now. Suppressed. Put back what I could be. But anyway.
Well, I don't know. I think you might be onto something. There was so much chaos that's been going on a lot. We went through a time period where they were keeping everybody divided, separated 6 feet from here, 6 feet from there. That I think that you'll be pleasantly surprised when we get into the real energy and find the real love, and you're a higher vibration. And that's all that we all have to really look for, is somebody that's aligned with us, right? And there's a lot of people that are married where they're
90 seconds.
Oh.
Well, all right. We're gonna say goodnight to Kearns. But Kearns, continue watching us. Thank you.
All right. Well, you guys take care. Have a good weekend.
Yes, you too.
Karen. Thanks for calling in.
Yeah, good to hear them.
Yep.
All right, let me just kind of get that out of there. This will turn off by itself. You might hear it. So that's what I'm basically saying, is that
60 seconds.
Oh, brother. So it's just winding down now. So I would mute it, but I think I'll get muted also. Maybe his timing is not right. Maybe that person is waiting for him and he's waiting for her. Who knows?
Yeah, it's good bound to have. We're made to be with people, with somebody. We're not meant to be alone. And
yeah,
when the time is right, when we do that inner work, right? When we that what we reflect out will come back. And
yeah,
some people get married and it doesn't work out, right? How many people got divorced because they got married for the wrong reasons?
Well, it may not have been the wrong
10 seconds.
I shut you off. Where is she? Jesus.
Maybe somebody from another dimension calling in.
I turned her off. All right. So, in any case, yeah. So we will get the specifics on this, but if you start rubbing the magnesium oil, I hope I'm saying that correctly. Try that, Kearns, and maybe it'll work for you. There's a lot of people that don't know our feet absorb so much. Our belly button does, so on and so forth. If MJ would call in and educate us on all this, but no.
Well, and according to Google, right? Since we're on a Google platform, magnesium oil benefits per Google: anxiety relief, muscle relief, cardiovascular disease, better sleep, restores cellular magnesium level, and management of migraines. I should try that, right? And especially with Alpa, when she uses her stuff to puts the kids on the feet, right? So because that's the most absorption. So I should try that for management of migraines.
Our skin is an organ, and I think we tend to forget that. So when I was going through all that pain, I was actually doing the Barbara O'Neill's compress. I was putting a potato, shredding a potato, putting it in there, making a compress. It was pulling all of the heavy metals and everything out into it, and you're supposed to dispose of it, right? Yeah. And I actually called Hula Hoop's husband because I didn't know what was going on. I had broken out with like a bad rash behind my leg, and he says it was pulling the toxins out. And he told me, I can't remember what he told me to put on. There's some sort of a salve, which I didn't have, but I found something else to stop the itchiness of that. You guys, this stuff works. You have it in your pantry. You have it in your kitchen. Ginger. Take a look at what ginger does. Buck, you want to look that one up for healing and for your joints and everything?
Yeah, I'll look it up.
Let's see here. Flip me over first. Says that time clock alert ain't wrong, Janine. That's what someone is telling me. I don't know if it's right or wrong. I think we had somebody out on YouTube saying they didn't follow that. What is this face that MJ sent to me? What does that mean? I don't know what these things mean. Is that a dog? Is that a dog growling at me?
No, Janet said that she thought that MJ was on hold. So maybe she was on hold and it didn't get through on the call.
Oh, it probably counted down. Really?
Now they have ginger. I'm looking at, there's ginger oil. Is that what I'm looking at, or?
No, just regular ginger. It's just an herb that grows out of the ground, and just ginger. They make it into an oil, right?
Yeah. So eating ginger can cut down fermentation, constipation, and other causes of bloating and intestinal gas. Or you can just eat beans. Wear and tear on cells. Ginger contains antioxidants. The molecules help manage free radicals, which are compounds. Like, not much information on here on this Google search here, but I'm sure there's more benefits than just that. This one said ginger relieves nausea, vomiting, aid in digestion, antioxidants, prevent and treats arthritis, inflammation, and various types of infections, helps reduce diabetes, cancer, and health problems, according to the Johns Hopkins study. Google, YouTube, okay? So this is not my study. This is the ones you produce on the web browser.
So going back to this little thing that MJ put out here, people over here on Rumble are commenting on it. She may or may not be able to see that, but MJ, you should open up a Rumble chat out there. Let's see here. I think somebody said an angry piece of toast.
Yep. That's what it does look like that, right?
Yeah. There's so many things that you could use. There's cayenne pepper. Let me see if I can remember. There's garlic, and what's the other thing? There's three or four things. An oil that you put in this stuff. And anyways, it did work to open up I had a sinus infection, and it was the first time I ever had one. And it was really bad just being down here. My body, my immune system is kind of weak with all these flowers, allergies, and everything that's going on out here. MJ's face of frustration, says Richard. Poor MJ. So, yeah, so let's just see what else we have out here that I wanted to share with you guys. There are so many things that's so natural that we have in our pantry that can heal us, but let's see what else we got here. Let me take that down there. But it was fun. The phone calls were fun. Maybe you guys will start doing it more. And then I'll just start it at the top of the hour and leave it open. I can go up to 90 minutes of phone calls with you guys. Let's see here. Pata, how do you say this? Pata Adams?
Adamant. It's just, you could just call her Priscilla.
Okay. Priscilla. She purchased ginger ale and tonic water from a Q mixer. They use it to make cola, but then they stopped it. Yes, turmeric, paprika, cayenne, and ginger, and horseradish, and wasabi.
I love me some wasabi. It cleared up your sinuses real quick.
Yeah, it did. So let's talk about cayenne pepper. There's so many things that it can do for you. I was hearing stories, I think, from Barbara O'Neill's, where somebody actually had a heart attack and they just put the cayenne pepper in their mouth and it brought them back, because what it actually does is it's opening up the blood in your body. It's getting things flowing again. So, you guys, this is what I'm learning. So I'm sure you guys already know it. You're probably saying, geez, Janine is a real newbie at this.
It's and that's okay, right? Which we're trying to learn, right?
Yeah.
And you can't hate on anybody trying to learn.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see what else we have. Codalisle Silver Works. Barbara O'Neill has helpful series and archives. Yeah, definitely. Mayday downloads all of her stuff and she saves it all. And I talk to Mayday sometimes once a day, sometimes twice a day. And we go back and forth on a lot of different things. So let's see what else I have here. Because we need to be able to go out, and if I'm growing it in my garden, I need to be able to go there instead of going to a doctor. That's how I feel about it.
Yep. I'm with you. I try to avoid the doctor.
Yeah, let's see here. I'm not able to share anything, so my memory must be eaten up here. So I'm just going to get off of this stuff here and close things out. Let's see. My phone is dinging. Somebody's trying to reach me. Hula Hoop is. So Hula Hoop says she just finished a demo for the camp, and she used popcorn for the sound when you hula hoop. I'm trying to. Oh, it's leaning up. I'm looking through it. I don't even see it. It's leaning up against a chair. All I saw was the chair. I thought she had circled something, but that's the hula hoop.
Yep.
All right. There you go. Hula hoop is a great resource for all kinds of stuff. All right. Let's see. Kearns has got a statement that says he bought organic ear oil on Amazon. Worked amazing ear infection. Tea tree oil. So my husband went into a Walmart. This is not a joke. And he got something because I think it was when he was shooting guns and there was a guy next to him and he didn't have his ears protected. But he thought he lost his hearing. And then he just thought that he needs to clean out his ears, So he buys this thing at Walmart. It actually had a camera where you could put it in and see. If you had to be able to see it, I think you used your phone or something. Crazy as shit they have out there. But he was so proud. He goes, I don't have earwax.
Mm-hmm.
So he's kind of deaf in one ear.
Yeah.
All right.
Priscilla's saying tea tree is also good to keep mosquitoes away.
Yeah, we talked about that the other day. There's a lot of things out there for the mosquitoes. I don't think I go out at night or whenever that they come out. So I've been pretty lucky. And down here, I heard the mosquitoes, you can put a saddle on them. They're huge. I think I'm missing the Midwest. I truly do believe that.
Yeah.
Oh, Mayday says, how about ear candles? I used to use them all the time, Mayday. And it was so funny because when my sister was alive, I'm always like, because I needed her to help me, I tilt my head, and then she put the candle in there and then lights it on fire. They call them something else. I can't remember what they call them.
Mm-mm.
So we got a question from Gloria. Patty says, where do you get the magnesium oil? Anybody? Sharon, if you're out there, Sherry, let us know, where do you guys get the magnesium oil? And it doesn't have to be a really good grade of it to put it on your feet. We'll wait and see. There's a little bit of a delay here. Let me turn my banner off because if you try to call me.
It's called ear coning.
Ah, that's it. Yes. Where'd you get that book?
Ear candling, which sometimes called ear coning, is a technique uses a long hollow wax paper tube. One end is placed in the ear and the other end is lit. Proponents say that burning a candle creates a vacuum that draws out the earwax and can help with things like ringing in the ears and sinus pressure.
That's what they say. And so when you get done with it, when it burns down, you get like this little golden thing, and everyone would just say that's just the earwax, that melted down into that thing. Everybody would debate whether or not that was the right thing. What do you guys think? This will be one of our questions for you. Do you think the ear coning actually works? I don't know. It used to be. It used to be like $1 just for one cone, right? And I don't know what it is now. It's probably $100.
Yeah, I've seen it done before, and it works. But it's funny because I'm looking online, and they have so many of those like automatic ones, right? I know when I used to go to the doctor, you just had like the gun and just shoot water in it, and it like sucks out the. But yeah, the coning themselves, I don't think you really need it. Like you can manufacture your own coning, right?
Yeah, actually a peroxide too. Someone just says, flip me over first, says peroxide kills good and bad tissue, so be careful. Yeah, be careful with peroxide.
Yeah, because sometimes, Q-tips could push the earwax in even more if you don't do it right.
Yeah. Well, this is interesting. AO says her garlic oil is good for the ear infections too. I did not know that. What's good for the sinuses? So I did the whole thing, the garlic and whatever that concoction was, and I actually drank it. I was like, oh my God. And then when it cooled off, I'm like, I can't do this. I just can't do this anymore. And I can only do a quarter teaspoon of the cayenne pepper. I'm not a pepper person.
Come on, Janine, you gotta get spicy.
No, never been spicy.
No, not spicy.
Let me put this up here. It's I can't remember her name. So, oh wait, that's the wrong one. Is it Charville? You're really good at names, Buck. I'm not.
It's Christina.
Christina, thank you. Christina has a link here for people on YouTube, and I'll put this up. And it says, here's a good link for magnesium oil spray for $6.99. And so if you guys just go to pipingrock.com, go into the magnesium oil. There's one for 8 full ounces, and it's a spray bottle. So there you go. She's got the whole link right there. Joey G56 says garlic oil works. Yeah.
Yep. Being Italian, right? You never have enough garlic.
Oh, this is a good one. That's my girl MJ. I just love her to pieces. Janine, buy the cayenne oil. I did not know that. Jeez, MJ, I'm going to get her on here. I'm going to get her on here one way or another. I'm going to go to her house.
Why don't you just put her picture, right? And she don't have to be on screen. She could just be.
She could just call in. That's the simplest thing you could do. Hey, Kurt did it. And she did try. So
we can, Janine. Let's just go to her house. We'll drag her out, right? And we'll just put her on the show.
Yeah, we'll hold her down. You're on here.
Yeah, we do like the caveman days. We'll just drag her by her hair, right? And we'll just. You're doing the show. Come on, let's go.
She's a tough cookie, so I'll let you drag her by the hair.
No, I'm not. Hey, I don't want to do that.
And her husband,
I'll
Al,
have to hire
oh,
somebody then.
Al is very witty, very, very witty. There was a couple times I had to say, "Hey, watch it." Oh, I don't mind being teased and stuff, but when you're too witty for me, that's when the thin skin comes out. Somebody is out there saying mix pepper with castor oil and rub it on your feet. Ooh, what does that do? So castor oil draws things out, and so the cayenne pepper is opening. It's interesting. It's going to get things flowing once you draw it out. I guess that's what I'm seeing here, my mind's eye. What else they got there? MJ is saying she needs a new phone, just like Buck. Buck needs a new phone.
Yep. I can't have two conversations now going at once. I'm a little disappointed.
Yeah.
It's funny because it's so loud. But I hear my daughter saying, "What is that thing?" I'm like, "I'm trying to play a YouTube video in a Rumble. It's only the videos though."
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just.
Let's see what else. Yeah, what else we have out here? Garlic is good, including for everything, including vampires. Yeah, that's what they say. Oh, I forgot. I could probably go on my phone and look at X1 and not having it interfering with my computer here.
It's perfect to keep the girls away too.
Yeah. So, Buck, we're going to talk about food a little bit here. We're going to go back to food. All right.
My kind of topic.
Yeah, I know. And it's pizza. All right, you guys, I'm going to admit, I'm going to admit, this is, I've got a problem with pizza. I really do. Of all the things I ever crave when I was doing my fasting, if you want to say that, it was pizza. And I had it like often. And that's why I was so surprised what the scale said, And then I did go to the doctor the following day and it was lined up. I'm like, okay, because usually when I go in the doctor's office, the scale is always like way over. But do you make a pizza or when you order it, do you put pineapple on it? Go ahead, say it. It's just a question.
Don't put pineapple on pizza. All right. If the country of origin does not put pineapple on pizza, it does not belong on pizza.
All right. Well, we're going to get back to that because Italians say that a lot. You don't put pineapple. I'll never forget the one time I went to go visit my mother. She was living in Tennessee, and I love pineapple on pizza. And I think one time I had a barbecue pizza, and they had instead of red sauce, they had barbecue, and it was just different, chicken and pineapples. I liked it. It was different. And I remember when I bought it and brought it into my mother's home, she told me to throw it in the garbage.
Yeah, I mean, listen, pineapple on pizza is probably one of the last things I put on it. But then again, some of the things I put on pizzas would be the last thing that some people put on it, right? So, me personally, like when I go to Florida, there's actually a good pizzeria down there that's almost like New York, and it's my dad. Me and my dad like anchovies on pizza. A lot of people don't like anchovies, but it's actually good on pizza. So every time I go there, that's like our thing. All right, Dad, we're gonna get pizza. We'll get half whatever they want, and me and you will get the half anchovy. So that's like a little bond thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when I go to Florida, we're always getting half anchovies. So people don't like anchovies. I think they're really delicious on pizza.
Aren't they salty?
They are salty, yes.
Or am I thinking of sardines? I think I'm thinking of sardines.
It's the same thing. They just the same thing. Sardines and yeah, anchovies, same. But they're filleted, so they're thin. But yeah, it's really good on pizza, and people should try that if they like anchovies or something salty on pizza. And I prefer that than pineapple.
How about here? Kearns has got something. I love vegetable pizza, but I don't do the sausage. It's either vegetable or it's cheese and sausage, one or the other. Don't mix them.
Usually me, I'm a porker, so it's everything, right? It's the works. It's got the pepperoni, the sausage, right, and all the veggies.
Yeah. Let's see here. MJ says she loves anchovies on her pizza. I don't know if I've ever had it, to be honest with you, so I can't say whether or not I like it. It's probably just one of those things. Now, my husband is a creature of habit. Cheese and sausage are just cheese, and that's it. Now, I came from give me the works, put everything on it, black olives, you name it. And I kind of stopped doing that recently until I decided I'm going to eat the way that I like to eat, and it sounds selfish, but I like my food different than he does. AO said I would struggle with sardines, but no issue with anchovies. Maybe I should try one day. The big difference.
The anchovies are more like the fillet. I think the sardines are actually like still like with the skin on it.
The eyes looking at.
I'm not for the skin still. Usually, it's still hard for me to eat. To eat a fish like that, but. I never tried what PJ said, asparagus on pizza.
Yeah. So AO was mentioning another one. I love all kinds of pizzas. I just love pizza, but the margherita, is that how you say that? Just basil, cheese, and tomato. Yummy, yummy,
margarita.
Yummy, yummy.
Almost like the drink.
Let's see here what Kern says. Well, I fight it now. Pizza tonight. Pizza for everyone.
You can't go wrong with if you're on a no carb diet. You cannot, because pizza you can eat warm and you can eat cold.
Yeah,
it's a perfect breakfast.
I eat it cold too. My husband will look at me like, "Oh, don't you want to warm that up?" Hell no. Let's see here. Tara is saying, "Has anyone tried nutritional yeast flakes on pizza? It's very good." I can't say that I have.
I haven't.
If I'm going to go in, I'm going to go in really like a bad person.
I've had like a croissant crust, which ain't that bad, but never the yeast flakes.
All right, here we're gonna talk about the crust on the pizza. What's that one? Vegetables that they make it out of is cauliflower. Do you like that?
Haven't tried it yet, so I can't. I just, like you said, if I'm going to eat pizza, I'm just going to eat pizza.
Yeah. I'll try anything. There's a California pizza franchise out there, I think.
I have a funny story about California Pizza Kitchen when I lived out there. So, in the mood for pizza, and call them up, and I'm like, "Yeah, what type of pies do you have?" Excuse me? Yeah, what type of pies you have? Any Italians or Northerners? Okay, pizza, we call them pies. We don't call them pizza. So I call it California pizza. What type of pie? So apparently they come back to the phone like 3 minutes later and said, "Sir, we don't have pies." Oh, I'm sorry. What type of pizza do you have?
Yeah,
we have blah, blah,
It's a pizza pie. Oh my God! Come on.
Apparently, they thought me saying pizza pie I'm looking for like an apple pie.
Yeah.
Californians.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeast flakes used to make cookies for new mamas. This was flip me over. And a penny for a pound. Let's see here. Yeast flakes for lactation. Oh, okay. I gotcha. All right. And Kearns, I don't know if I put this up here already. He's got a weakness of Reese's.
Oh, yeah. Especially the mini cups, right? When in the freezer. Oh, those Reese's. Yeah.
Did you ever have them like at in holidays? They put those, I think it's the Reese's or the Kisses on cookies. Did you ever have that?
I see Kisses. Yeah, Hershey Kisses.
Yeah, Hershey Kisses, or there's something else too that on some sort of a sugar cookie or something like that. I've seen that. I'm just like, now they're just putting crap on crap on crap.
Yeah, they put like those butter cookies, right? They put like the chocolate fudge on the butter cookies.
Yeah.
I still love Windsor tarts. I think Windsor tarts are delicious.
I don't know if I've ever had those, but my husband has an addiction to
It's that
Reese's.
little tart cookie, like a soft cookie, almost like, but with the jam in it, and then the powdered sugar on top.
Whoa, here's this one. Kisses on PB cookies, peanut butter and jelly cookies. Oh,
Mmm.
no.
Yes.
Janet, come on.
She's on a diet, Janet. Come on. I mean, we're talking about dessert and cookies right now.
Well, I did ask Paul to make another cannoli cake, and the first one he made was the second one I'm like, we can only eat so much of it when we freeze it, but after we freeze it I don't know what freezing does, but it seems that when it is unfrozen, it brings out because he uses the zest of the lemon and the orange and everything in there. He makes his own batter for these things. He's got an excellent recipe.
Yeah.
Currents reminds me of my husband. He loves everything peanut butter. You got to be very careful with that stuff because, peanut butter.
Let me see. Yeah, these are the Windsor tarts. If the picture comes up. With the red, the soft buttery cookies.
Yeah.
With the jam in it. Those are the jam.
Okay, so we're gonna get a recipe from MJ. She's saying make your own peanut butter cups.
I like that recipe. I never leave my house.
Richard's letting us know that he's having a diabetic coma just from listening. So we're talking pizza, we're talking cookies.
It always comes down to food with us.
It does. You got to talk about food because this is what the family does. We sit around the kitchen table.
To be honest, I'd rather talk about food, people's music, what's going on in their life, than talk about the bullshit that we got to deal with every day.
You mean like Robert De Niro?
Yeah, Baby De Niro.
Yeah, it doesn't even look like him.
No, not at all.
Yeah, and this way too. Whatever I'm talking about, I could talk about it on the channel that I'm on here. So we're doing good. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else that has come up. And okay, so it's like I said, X really talks about stuff we talked about 4 years ago. They're still trying to wake up the people out there, and I'm getting kind of tired of hearing about, is MJ alive, or is Princess Di alive, and is that guy down in Arkansas, Elvis, so on and so forth. It's just like, I don't know. Does it matter? Does it really matter? Let's just bring it back to ground zero. It's all about the children. It's always been about the children.
Always about the children, right? We're not. We got to get out of this idolization still.
Well, I think what's happening is that as soon as the shit comes out about Hollywood, and it's coming out right now, I think people are not going to be putting them up on a pedestal.
No, not at all, and they shouldn't be, right?
Yeah.
My heroes are the people that struggle, that get through life, and then come out. Kind of like the movie Shawshank Redemption, right? Cross through a pipe through a mile-long pipe of shit, and then comes out clean out the other side. Those are my heroes. Those people that live through adversity and come out a better person. That's who I want to surround myself with.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Here's Kern saying anything to keep my mind off of the kids' pains. Yeah. We all endure it, though. We really do. Once we all found out, it was a collective consciousness. And I cried, and I remember crying for a long time because I just couldn't believe it. But now I think as we heal, they heal. I want to believe that. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kearns, I'm with you on this one also. Kearns is saying they never liked any horror movies. I can't watch them. And I actually do believe they took the shit from real life.
I never, the whole Texas Chainsaw, I haven't watched any of those. I'm with you. I was never into the horror movies, movies either.
Yeah.
Nope.
So So MJ, and I know that I should probably take this. MJ said that there was a game out there. I don't remember what the game was. If you could email that to me, if anybody has any games out there that that we could do it virtually. I did see a bingo game that was on YouTube, but they gotta be able to go to a website and get the cards, the bingo cards, and it just sounded too complicated. But I would love to have fun with you guys here on a Saturday night with Buck and maybe do a round table. And if you want to, just send me an email about something that's really fun. I think bingo would be really good. I just don't know how to make it happen virtually.
Yeah, that kind of be hard to do, I would think.
Yeah.
Or I mean, we could all make up our own boards, right? And just
Yeah.
write down like almost like a tic-tac-toe board, make our own numbers and make sure it's like universal, or just give us something to print, make a bingo card, and I don't know.
Yeah, so it's BIN.
There's a way to put it on and put it on the screen, and then people can just draw it out. And then we can do it.
Yeah, definitely. So if anybody has any ideas on this, just write to me. Here's my email address. I'd love to do something fun like this with you guys.
Maybe like not like a Wheel of Fortune, but something like that, like a trivia. With doesn't have to deal with the political arena or anything like that type of deal.
Yeah.
Like a category and.
Oh, there it is. MJ is saying so. I gotta grab this here, and hopefully, if I put it in my little notepad, that I could be able to get to it. Where'd it go?
It's called Conspiracy Theories Trivia.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see if I can copy this. All right. I can't seem to get it, but let me just start off. Oh, the thing with this social media and anything is once you close it, it's gone. So I'm trying to grab it, but my computer's not playing nice. Let's see what else we have here. Richard says, I can guarantee you from a person's experience. Let me put this up on the screen. It needs to be about the children. I'm be very careful in reading this. So if you guys want to follow the bouncing ball on the screen, there's a lot of stories out there. That cannot be told. Right. I tried that. So the whole reason why I came on that's almost going to be 4.5 years ago. And I was never able to go there. So Family Feud is another one. Oh, that'd be really fun.
Yeah.
Kern says, should it be truth trivia?
I
did this.
Pyramid, right?
Yeah, you remember when I did the game, Libtard game with you?
Mm-hmm.
You were the first guest with Jason Q.
Yeah, Joey G.
Yeah, Joey G. That's right. Yeah, you guys were the first ones that came in. That was a blast. I loved it. Everybody was really into it.
That's why I prefer getting everyone involved and doing game, maybe a possible game show, because I was looking at Amazon when MJ put conspiracy. I looked it up. There is Conspiracy Theory Trivia board game, right?
Yeah, here it is right
here. It gives you, stuff like where you can actually read something and we can all come up with an answer or give us our opinion on it.
Hey, are you on a laptop right now?
I am, yeah.
And can you see down below it says present? Because you could show your screen and show it to us, or we could do it another time.
Yeah, I could. I let me see, because I did take it off, but let me.
Let's see here. And it'll be really fun. We could do that on Saturday Night Lives with you guys. Let's see what else we have out here. Those games were fun. Yeah, Amy is saying that too. She was on one of them with Penny. With Penny, I don't remember. Did Mike Penny come into one of them?
Yeah.
Yes, it was called "Are You Smarter Than a Libtard?" That's what it was called. That was fun. And Mayday also contributed a lot of those questions for me to read. Thank you, Mayday. She is my savior. I'm telling you, I just love that woman to death.
And even
here, did you find it?
Even D Steve did one with us.
Let me turn off this banner here. Shoot.
Can you see it?
Yeah, it's on the screen.
So this is what the game that it has, right?
An eye for an eye? So how do you do that? How do you do it on virtually though?
Well, we can just read the card and say, what are your answers? Like,
Yeah.
we don't have to use the board to move anything.
Yeah. Somebody else is saying, yeah, D. Fletcher was on there. D. Fletcher was really good. She stumped Jason Q.
Well, yeah, we don't care about the die. We can just read some of the questions,
Yeah. Schemes, aliens, mythos, tech, random. Somebody was smart and jumped on the game board on this one. Name 1967 amateur film that clearly shows a female Bigfoot walking through the woods. I would not know that.
Yeah.
Oh, this is cool. U.S. government secret facilities. Secret government facilities category is tech. Conspiracies have found several locations. Woo. Yeah, let's possibly look into that.
Here's the funny thing, right? They're sending you to the links, right? So how is it a conspiracy theory if you're giving us the links to these theories? Right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny that that's how they're presenting it.
Yeah. So let's see here.
So yeah, it's a conspiracy, and then they're sending you the links to look it up. It's not a conspiracy; it's a theory. It is the correct theory.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mentioned this to you guys before. It's called My Lunch Break. If anybody wants to know about history, this guy has put it all together. He's worked with that one flat Earth guy. I can't think of the guy's name right off the top of my head. No, it's the other one that doesn't do interviews. He's really, really good. So anyways, My Lunch Break. And this guy's just hit 100,000 subscribers. So he's no longer working for the company. Where he started out saying, this is my lunch break. Let me tell you a little bit about history. And he's become very popular. Take a look at it. It's on YouTube. It's called My Lunch Break. He's telling you the truth about all the buildings and why they keep burning them down. For one thing, that's one of the categories out there that he's telling you guys. But listen to him. He does 30-minute videos, and he's really informative about how they have lied and hidden information to us. And all these buildings contain information to educate us and tell us about the history in the previous civilization, and now it's all gone. And they've done a great job on taking it away from us. So let's see here. Ames says, yes, Lunch Break had a good one today. They really did. If I wasn't fighting bats, I would have been able to finish that one video up. Yeah. It was more like...
That would have been funny getting that on video.
Oh my God. I thought the same thing. And I come running in the house, Paul. And he's like, what? What are you yelling at? And I'm just like panicking. And I got two dogs running loose out there trying to catch something that they don't even know what it is. And then I got little Rizzo inside going, let me at it now. Let me at it. I wouldn't let him out because he probably would have killed them all.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. So anyways, how is her house situation going? I don't know who they're talking to out there. Oh, Mayday's house. Is it Mayday's house? Oh boy. Mayday, we got to have you call in, but I know that she won't do that. Mayday worked her ass off for her and her husband really hard on their house, replacing siding, and they were on the roof and they were doing all kinds of stuff. And I think they have a roofer coming out. My heart goes out to Mayday and her husband, and her husband took a beating with the heat and everything like that. And everybody, again, continue to send prayers, especially to her husband, because he's not feeling well. He overdid it. I think he kind of pushed it. I hope she doesn't mind me saying this, but she's doing everything that she can to help him find his energy again. And she did he had a stomach ache, and I was sensing that he was dehydrated. So she put the castor pack on his stomach, and she's nursing him back to health.
Good. I hope he gets better and everything works out.
Yeah. And I just hope that the minions out there stop playing around with the damn weather.
Mm-hmm. Yep. When I was in Florida, they were spraying the heck out of everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's Mayday says, we're done with our work, hiring a roofer to be done, putting a metal roof on this time. Yeah, Mayday, please take. I know she's just a very strong, independent woman, and they do what they have to do. She's out in the middle of the country, and they've always relied on their own self and not other resources.
Yeah.
All right, so I think this is a YouTube for something, and I don't know what that Truther put out there. Anything else, Buck? And we'll wrap it up.
That's it for me. I'm just, nothing new. Back from Florida, I missed it. I want to go back to help my parents out, but when the time is right, I'll be able to go visit them again and help out when I can.
Well, you work from home, but I know you also have a family. You have obligations. So, yeah, that's a tough part. I remember being in that situation once, and it's heartbreaking no matter which way that you go.
Yep.
So just in case anyone wants to know, this is my lunch break that MJ Truther put out there. And Mayday is also thanking AO for asking. And, yeah. What is that number again? Maybe the next time I'll call in, says Richard. Richard, you better call in. That number won't change as long as I keep the service, but this is that number. It's 563-999-3717. If you try calling it now, you probably just get something message from them. It's a service that I use, and I hope you guys enjoyed that because it's a lot of fun. We want to hear your voice. AO is saying, still thinking of you, May, and May, as the stress. Yeah, it was more physical, I think, than anything for them too. Like I said, they're not in their 30s, so let's just leave it at that. So there you go, Richard, and anybody else that wants to call in next time, just have the number ready, and maybe next time Buck will do like a 90-minute call show. How's that?
I'm down for anything.
Yeah, definitely. We didn't talk too much about food, so we're doing good.
Yep. Yeah, I didn't talk myself into eating anything right now, so we're good.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Buck. I'm hungry now. I actually want pizza. I really do.
Yeah. Well, you can't go wrong with pizza, right?
Yeah. So there you go. Okay, Mayday, please take care of yourself and also your husband, and I know you are. So thank you, everybody, for joining in on the calls, and please come back. I hope you guys come back. This is a lot of fun. And please like and share if you're on YouTube, because I'm just trying to build up this. YouTube has a new algorithm, and it's got nothing to do, I think, with the likes. It's the comments and stuff like that. I'm not sure what they do. There's a community out there, and I'm trying to get more involved with the YouTube. So thank you all. Kern says, yeah, pizza for everybody. Buck says pizza for all.
I'm down for that.
Yeah, definitely. Love and light to everyone. And now we turn the page. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Bye.
Bye, Buck.